ABC 13 Eyewitness News This Morning starts now.
6 hours later, and fire crews are still busy trying to put out hot spots from a massive warehouse fire in North Harris County.
And the sunshine is out now, but showers and storms are on the way. Here's what's ahead for us today and tomorrow. Could have a flash flood watch issued. Also watching the tropics. Next week could be busy. We'll have your forecast coming up.
And speaking of the tropics, Tropical Storm Florence barreling toward the east coast. 3 states under a state of emergency as Florence is expected to become a major hurricane.
You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. Because I'm a woman, you're going to take this away from me? That is not right.
Women's tennis under new scrutiny after a controversial final at the U.S. Open. Good Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Erica Simon, and it is 9 o'clock.
And I'm Stephen Romo. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a live look outside at Galveston. If you plan to go out today, you want to make sure to keep that umbrella handy. We are expecting some rain today, and Colin's telling us possibly the rest of the week. So let's head over to Colin to get the very latest.
Or possibly just the rest of the week, every single day.
Forever.
Storm chances picking up. Here's the situation now. Already to our west, a flash flood watch has been issued. Austin down to San Antonio. This is going to be moving east. We're going to see this flash flood watch extend over southeast Texas. And we didn't expect this originally even yesterday or the day before. Here's why this is happening. Do you see this system, this low pressure? I'm going to show you right here. This is over San Antonio. This is what we call an MCV. This is a convective system, a storm system that's pushing rain and showers and storms eastward. Look at how the showers and storms are picking up on the eastern bands of this as it moves east. Also take note of this front, this stationary front is holding everything to the north. So as this moves eastward, it's going to stay south of the front and continue to propagate showers and storms all across southeast Texas. Case in point, when we zoom in on radar, take a look at these heavy bands of showers and storms staying east of San Antonio as that system moves east and really picking up heavy now, stretching from really a Hallettsville up towards Brenham line. All of that should be moving eastward as we head into your Sunday. Also note these other showers and storms that have popped up now approaching Galveston. So we're seeing activity pop up. We're going to show you what's ahead for the rest of your Sunday. And of course, next week, a lot going on. We're going to watch the tropics. Things could get dicey. A new spot in the Caribbean. I got to show you all that coming back in just a few minutes.
Colin, thanks. And as we continue to track rain, you want to make sure to download the new ABC 13 News app. You can get the hour-by-hour forecast right in your neighborhood. And also, Mega Doppler 13. You can download it now for free.
All right, you are looking at incredible images from overnight of a warehouse fire. Flames ripped through a building on Hugh Road in North Harris County. Eyewitness News reporter Charlie Etcity has been following this story all morning long. She joins us now with new information from the fire marshal's office. Charlie.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we've been out here covering this fire for the last couple of hours, and it's actually been kind of challenging for the firefighters out here because they've actually been having to truck in water using these hoses from nearby fire hydrants. So that one hurdle that they've had to overcome out here, but they do tell us that they do have it fully contained. Now, we want to show you way down there at the end of this warehouse. That is where investigators believe the origin of this fire started. And so it sounds like there may have been a couple of semi-trucks or tankers down there. One of those may have possibly caught on fire and then it spread to the rest of the warehouse. Now, the construction of this warehouse, along with what is housed inside of there, it's a roofing company, and so they have roofing materials, roof shingles, tar, lots of flammable stuff, all of that catching on fire, and that in turn caused the building to quickly spread all over the place, that fire quickly spreading all over to the rest of the building. And because of what was burning inside, that also prompted the hazmat team from Harris County to come out here and check things out. They have given the all clear. We have not heard of any kind of threats out here as far as that's concerned. And also not helping, again, was the fact that there was not any nearby water sources. So crews were having to fill up tanker trucks from fire hydrants about half a mile away and then transport that water back over here to the scene. That also did not help in putting this blaze out, but thankfully everything is contained. And they also had to use some foam to help cool off the tar that was burning. That helped tremendously to get this fire under control. Take a listen.
They also called in Harris County Fire Marshal's Office hazmat team, and they have a foam pumper which helps cool the tar and other flammables that were here a little bit quicker. So with the combination of water and foam, they were able to really stop the fire from spreading.
All right, so the investigation continuing out here about how this fire started. They're actually looking at security camera footage to try and determine what exactly happened. But at this point, we're told that the cause of this fire not looking suspicious at this point. So guys, we're going to stay out here, keep you updated with the latest information. We're live from North Harris County. Charlie Ed City, 13 Eyewitness News.
A lot of trouble there. Charlie, thanks. Well, fire officials say a lightning strike may have caused a mobile home to catch fire. That happened in Grangerland. Firefighters responded to a fire on Los Cabos Drive around 8 p.m. last night. A family was inside the home at the time of the fire, but they were able to get out safely. The fire damaged one side of that mobile home.
New this morning, police say a man was shot during a possible robbery in southwest Houston. This happened outside an apartment complex on Sands Point and South Gessner. Police say the man was shot in the chest and taken to the hospital. So far, no arrests have been made.
And breaking news now out of the South Sudan, where a deadly plane crash has claimed the lives of 17 people. That's according to the Minister of Information for a nearby town. A plane was traveling to Juba when it crashed into a lake in South Sudan. Only 3 people survived, including a 6-year-old child. One man was taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is still not clear what caused that plane to go down.
All right, still a lot of questions that need to be answered after the life of a Dallas man was cut short. Police officer walked into the wrong apartment and killed him. Meantime, loved ones and members of the community are taking time to remember him.
He loved people. I mean, he had a captivating smile.
Mourners packed a Dallas church yesterday to remember 26-year-old Botham Jean. Police say Officer Amber Geiger mistook his apartment for hers. She then opened fire and killed him.
I don't know what to say to her. I know she took my life away, like my very own life.
Botham's family, who is from St. Lucia, says they plan to meet with Dallas police and will start planning a memorial service for him.
Some shoppers are on edge. Deputies say a possible threat was made at an H-E-B store in the Woodlands. Deputies say a man told the cashier, quote, "This place is going to blow up soon." That was while he was checking out. It happened at a store on Six Pines Drive yesterday. The man then left the store with his child. That man has not been identified. Deputies say they are investigating that incident as a serious threat. And a tragic story out of Fort Worth. Officials say 3 people, including a toddler, were killed in flash flooding. The victims were inside vehicles that were swept away by the floodwaters. A woman and a toddler were swept into 30 feet deep waters. Officials say a man in his 70s was driving when floodwaters carried his car about 100 feet down creek.
New this morning, all eyes are on the tropics as Tropical Storm Florence is on the verge of becoming a hurricane. Florence is expected to intensify today and push closer to the East Coast. Some states are bracing for impact. North and South Carolina as well as Virginia have already declared states of emergencies. The storm is predicted to bring heavy rain, dangerous surf, and rip currents. All right, well, Colin, what can you tell us about that?
Right, that's
Florence.
only part of the story. So it's going to become a Category 1 today. It'll probably make landfall as a Category 4.
Wow.
That's what Harvey was. And here's the thing. It could stall and be held by a front similar to Harvey.
Wow.
Some projections now up to 4 feet of rain. So up to 48 inches in spots along the Carolinas, up to the Virginias. That's just Florence. We have 3 active storms out there now. Florence, Isaac, and also Helene. Also, we have a new area that developed to watch overnight. This one now in the Caribbean. Take a look at this. Look how this group of thunderstorms gets its act together really quickly. This is going to be entering the Gulf quickly. Again, just like Gordon, when we initially told you about that tropical wave that eventually turned into Gordon, look how quickly that happened and how the storms formed so quickly that before the alerts could come out, before the Hurricane Center could notice it, it took a little while because these things happen so fast. So that's why we want to watch that disturbance pretty quickly here over the next couple of days. Do I think it'll organize? No, but could it bring us moisture? It could. Florence, Isaac, Helene. This is really remarkable. Just on Facebook and Twitter just now, I just posted a live satellite image from just a few minutes ago of what these 3 actually looked like on the surface of the Earth. Absolutely incredible. And these are live images coming in that we've colored on here so you could see the spots. But Florence, Isaac, and Helene. The other one we're going to want to watch is Isaac because this will likely traverse west across the Atlantic Basin. It can't move anywhere else. So as this enters the Caribbean near the late part of next week, it's going to be something we're going to want to watch closely. The Caribbean's very warm. Doesn't matter matter how weak it is when it enters the Caribbean. Those waters are warm, the wind shear is low, and it has a tendency to spin. The oscillation cycle looks good there. So we'll want to watch that closely, but still a ways out. First for us, the story is showers and storms picking up and a flash flood watch in effect to the west. Now, if you look live right now, you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, it doesn't look like it at all, but take a look at this. There's the system, the storm system, what we call an MCS. It's moving eastward. As it is, you could see the spin. Notice how it's picking up showers and storm bands out ahead of it. Also, we have this stationary front that's sitting right here. As that sits there, it's going to trap the system to the south of it as it rides eastward. This is going to bring numerous showers and storms. And notice how it's picking up showers and storms out ahead of the front, and really there's not a whole lot of development behind it. So this is all going to be trapping this moisture in. I think as we heat up into peak daytime heating, we'll likely have to see that flash flood watch extended eastward as we see showers and storms picking up across our area. They're taking a little while. They're west of Columbus up towards Brenham now, but dumping heavy rainfall over the spots that are seeing them. All right, there's that line of storms now. All the flash flood warnings over San Antonio. That is moving eastward as it does. More and more showers and storms developing out ahead of it. All right, coming up, we'll have Future Track. We'll run through next week, which days have the best rain chances. More rain on the way almost every day. I'll also show you the 10-day forecast and where the temperatures go. That's the good news in all of this. Show you all of that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Colin, thanks. And now to sports. Today is the start of the regular season for the Texans. They'll face off against the New England Patriots.
The Texans have never won a game at Gillette Stadium, so they got an uphill battle, but they're hoping to change that. Some Texans gathered outside of Fenway Park, or Texans fans rather, gathered outside, showing their Texans pride. Eyewitness Sports reporter David Nuno is in New England with the team and will give us a preview of today's game coming up at 9:30. Check out this photo of Deshaun Watson rocking a fashionable blazer, looking dapper there. David Nuno says, gotta change my suit now. We both can't be seen in the same suit.
Putting all of us to shame.
Well, so many people can wear it. It looks good. It looks good.
Very nice. So the Astros are also in Boston to take on the Red Sox. The Astros won 5-3 yesterday. The two teams will face off again today.
Coming up, Miss America pageant revamped. The popular event that's cut from tonight's competition. You'll only see the event here on ABC 13.
And an officer loses control behind the wheel while chasing a suspect. Hear what started that chase. We'll be right back.